Imagine there's many devotees here tonight. If you have any song sheets or song books, we have some song sheets, or we have song books. Song books, okay. We can share if you wish. And we have a few more, I hope. I'll need one, Roger. On this so we can get started. Sorry about that. There's a few more. Any more song books back there?
No.
You can also use your mobile phones probably these days. The way to do it, I suppose. We're going to sing two songs tonight. We're going to start with one. And this book is on page 67. 67. Anything else? Oftentimes, of course, we concentrate on chanting our mantra. Srila Prabhupada, he loved these singing of Vaishnava mantras. Sometimes we hardly ever sing them. We're too busy, or just chanting Hare Krishna, which is nice, or whatever. We're not used to it. But it was a regular practice in our movement. At least in the early 70s, it was a regular practice that every day, more or less, every devotee would come together and sing Vaishnava bhajans. More or less. Every night, 6 nights a week, we had bhajan class when I first came to the temple. So this is one of the songs we used to like to sing. Very much. Like some water? Would that be like some water? So this is one of the songs. This is a song by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Much of our, you can say, that we're so thankful to Krishna to send such great personalities into this world. No, Lord, the more the merrier, Lord Gopinath's mercy. No, the more the merrier. Share with the devotees. Gopinath's mercy. No, please, no. Right. Hare Krishna. You're very fast and unqualified. So, page, the other songbooks came or not? The other songbooks, we have them? Okay. So, you can find out the page. Page 67 in the big one. I don't know about the small. Oh, hey, Vaishnava Thakur. Try to gather around the songbook, please, if you can, or on your mobile. Oh, hey, Vaishnava Thakur. In these songs, Bhaktivinoda Thakur gives us the goal of our Krishna consciousness, of our spiritual lives. All he gives us the means to attain the goal. He gives us guidance on the path, explains the emotions that may well occur, the symptoms that occur at different stages of spiritual advancement. And so everything with the A to Z, you could say, the philosophy of Krishna consciousness is so simply explained through this method of bhajan, as well as the purification of our consciousness, the revelation of the truth. So in this song, particularly, one of the foundation of spiritual life is mercy. The mercy of the Lord, the mercy of the Lord's devotees. Without mercy, we have only misery. Everything is the mercy of Krishna. The very world itself, everything we experience, the very faculties which we have in order to interact, to experience, etc., all Krishna's energies. This is mercy. This is mercy that we're here. This is mercy that we can also return to the spiritual world. And when we realize and understand how everything is nothing but different forms of Krishna's mercy, then we can get free of the misery. So the pure devotees of the Lord, they say they bring this mercy in a way that we can apply it in our lives. They give us this opportunities. This song talks about how they are an ocean of mercy. You know, when you're in a desert, a little drop of water is not very satisfying. The material universe is like spiritual deserts. And the pure devotees, they are like transcendental desire trees, oasis in the desert, to relieve us of what we think is the solution, this material lust, desire for material enjoyment, this identification with the material body of the self and so on, from which all other illusory ideas of enjoyment develop. And they are like oases to save us from this mirage. Material is likened sometimes to a mirage in the desert. And you see something, you think, or we think it's a reservoir of water. It's not, it's just a reflection. The material is like that, it's like a reflection. And we're trying to usurp some pleasure out of the reflections. They give us a glimpse of the reality, and also how to live in this reflective world in a way where we can actually start to connect with the reality. And that's their mercy. Prabhupada, our spiritual master, one time said, because there are three normal ways that are understood for perfection: Nitya Siddha, Sadhana Siddha, and Kriya Siddha. And Nitya Siddha, eternal associates, the eternal associates of the Lord and pure devotees who never venture on this path of samsara, so to speak. And then there's the sadhana siddhas who, by gradual practice, following the various injunctions, even inclusive with Varna Ashram, gradually elevating their consciousness to the mode of goodness, to the brahminical platform, and then still further to the transcendental platform. They gradually practice, but it's not an easy process, especially in this Kali Yuga, because of the conditions that we're living in. The environment is not so favorable. So Kripa Siddha is the primary gateway that is accessible in this age, primary one. And the Prabhupada was asked, what is that, Srila Prabhupada? What is that Kripa? The instructions which I'm giving you, that's my mercy. He said his books are his mercy. His movement is mercy, because it's giving us that opportunity to connect with Krishna. It's a vehicle, or is a bani to help us to come to the Vapu, to the form of Godhead. That's his mercy, to give us these instructions. Just like if somebody is sick, the doctor, going to see the doctor is all very well, but what is the real mercy of the doctor? His mercy is that, yes, I'm a doctor, here's my certificate, don't worry. Okay, next patient, please. Is that going to work? I went to see the doctor. Well, what happened? Nothing. He just showed me a certificate. And that was it. He asked me who I was and where I was from. Is that going to work? What do you expect when you go to the doctor? What do you expect? Say sugar 1 or 2?
Medicine, prescriptions, the doctor says what's your
So, yeah, something like that, right? He's going to give you some directions. Oh, you have to take so many tablets so many times a day. Don't do this, you should do this, and so on. He's going to give you some medicinal cure, and that's the idea. That's his mercy, not that he sits there and takes your money. Here's my certificate, where you're from. Okay, that's $50, please. Thank you very much. Thanks for seeing me. You said you wanted to see the doctor. You've seen him. No, he has to give you something so your sickness, some cure. So simply in spiritual life is not just about sitting there. Of course, there's a benefit in sitting in the presence of saintly persons. It's incredible. But the real mercy is when we receive some shiksha from their mouths. Guru Prajna. Does it go in the Guru Vandana prayers? What's the third verse? Guru Padma Vakya, where does it go? Chitete Kuya Ekya. My consciousness, Chitete, is purified by Padma Vakya, by the words emanating or coming, spoken by the pure voice. Purifies their consciousness. And they speak something. They may speak, and especially when they give us some directions to follow, something to apply. Something to apply in our lives, which actually clears us, releases us, guides us on the spiritual path. So Prabhupada said, he's put all of his instruction, all the necessary instructions in his books. You read his books. And in these songs also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given so much practical, philosophical instructions for all of us. Simple. Prabhupada writes, he said, they put them in this writing form, in this song form, excuse me. You like to sing. Most people like singing. Some people, of course, maybe only when they're in a drunken state or some kind of elated state, they may start singing. Otherwise, they're not always so happy. But singing is very natural. Every word is a song. Instead of go in the spiritual realm, every word is a song. Every step is a dance. People like to sing and dance. In the material world, it's all, to say, selfish. In the spiritual world, it's bringing pleasure to Krishna. Spiritual life means to please the Supreme Person, to give him pleasure. Bring pleasure to Krishna. That's the love. That's the love. So this is the way we receive the mercy of the pure devotee. Receive some guidance, some instruction, some section. And he's begging. We have to ask for it. It's there already. We have to take it. We have to ask for it. We have to be eager. Lulium. Be merciful to this servant of yours and purify me with the shade of your lotus feet. That shade of his lotus feet, he's giving the instructions. We take shelter of those instructions. Your lotus feet I humbly hold. By helping me to control the 6 urges. 6 urges that are mentioned here. Well, you've got the books, most of you. What are the 6 urges? Without looking at the book, please. Who knows the 6 urges, the pushiness, vagums? 6 vagums. What are they? Some vagum. Yes. Urge of what? 1. Mind. Okay, the urges of the mind. The demands of the mind. You may have experienced the mind's demands sometimes. Another one? Pardon? The tongue. The good old tongue. The tongue. And what's the business of the tongue? What's the tongue do?
Taste.
What's that mean? Huh? Talks. It likes to talk. Kesha has never talked. He's very quiet now. Kesha?
Taste.
Taste. It likes to eat. The tongue has 2 powerful urges. 2 powerful powerful businesses. Eating and talking. Isn't it strong? And sometimes the tongue says something which you would wish it never said, right? They have a disease called foot and mouth disease. You've heard of that disease? You heard that disease? It's in cattle, right? Cattle get sometimes foot and mouth disease. Disastrous disease. So sometimes you say the wrong thing, the mouth, and you put the foot in it. So it's a foot and mouth disease. You know that term, put your foot in it? You make a mess of it. You say the wrong thing, it backfires. They talk about Krishna, they talk about devotional service. Not pure or perfect, but it's not the wrong thing. But materially it's, what's it called? Idle talk, useless talk, what's it called? What's it called? Prajalpa, useless idle talk, wasting this faculty of the tongue, and eating so much nonsense. People put this in their mouth and that in their mouth, right? Isn't it? When you take prasad and you don't know anything, only prasad. And eat all kinds of things in restaurants and airplanes, hotels, so many things. What could always be going on with the tongue? What else? What are the other ones? Yes. Anger. Everyone's subjected to anger. They're actually all connected. We're not putting them in line here, but they are connected. Anger. Anger can overwhelm us. It destroys everything. What's next?
The belly.
The belly. A jolly, jelly belly. Always likes to be full and satisfied. Feel good. Packed belly. What else? Pushing these senses. Was it one or two more? What else is there?
Speech. Speech.
Well, we mentioned speech, shall we? No, it's not. That's the tongue. It's part of the tongue. Come on. What else do we know? Oh yeah, speech was also part of the tongue, but the speech is separately distinct. One more. Embarrassing. No, keep quiet. You're a junior. Anyway, just that other one, the one. All material wood works around it. All material wood is like driven by the sex desire, it's so strong in the material world. It emanates, of course, all this comes from Krishna. They have their original pure, you can say, origins. Adi Ras, the original loving reciprocation of Krishna in conjugal life. And the material world is perverted and it creates entanglement and so many problems. Of course, it's there also for good purpose, for procreation and so on. But when misused, it creates so much. 6 pushings. And the 6 faults, what are the 6 faults? 6 faults. Ooh. We mentioned, I think, one of them already. Yes.
Unnecessary talking about pushing.
Yeah, that's the one we mentioned, wasn't it? Prajalpa. Another one? 6 faults. Inflict everyone in this world. Come on, does anyone else know anything? You two know everything. What are you doing? You should give some classes to your parents. You don't know anything. Come on, mums and dads. What's up with you? Come on, what are the 6 faults?
Over-endeavoring for things, material things.
Yeah, we should not over-endeavor for material things. You never stop. There's a kind of a greed. You just keep wanting more and more and more and more and more. They're not really required. They're kind of a narcissist. Yes, Krishna.
Being too attached.
Being too attached to what?
Material stuff.
Yeah. Too attached to?
Or neglecting the spiritual rules.
Yeah, you've got kind of a bit this and a bit of that. Being too much attached to the rules and regulations of spiritual life or not being attached. Ignoring them or being too fanatic, and you never go forward. You just, because my great grandfather used this well, I'm going to use the same well, and even though it's poisoned, it's not working, but we still got to use it. You keep applying the same rule, but you're not a baby anymore. No, my mother always had to put napkins on. But you were 25 years old. No, my mum never told me anything else. She told me, it's like, ridiculous. So sometimes we get too attached to certain rules which are not necessarily applicable in that situation. Or we don't follow them at all. So that's another fault. What's another one?
Following the previous actions.
That comes indirectly, but not directly. We've got over-attachment, or rather over-endeavoring for material things, unnecessary talk, too much attached to or neglecting scriptural injunctions. 3 more.
Associating with worldly minded.
Associating with worldly-minded persons, which is 2. And 1 more.
Collecting.
Huh?
Collecting more.
That comes under. Yeah, collecting more material valuable things than required. And 1 more is desiring mundane achievements. They're all connected. The first 6, the 6 pushing senses, starts with the tongue. The tongue, holding the tongue, the belly, the genitals are connected. They're connected. And speech, anger, mind, they're all connected with each other. And then the 6 good qualities, what are they?
Patience.
Patience, okay. Be patient, please. Anybody else?
Enthusiasm.
Yes.
Enthusiasm?
Enthusiasm, that was good. Confidence, okay. Yes.
Determination.
Determination is enthusiasm. Maybe look at the book, maybe put the head down and hand up. Yeah.
Discipline to follow the direction of acharyas.
Pardon?
Discipline to follow into the footsteps.
Following the footsteps of previous acharyas. What's that? That's 4, isn't it? Where are we now? Following the footsteps, yeah. What else?
Truthfulness.
Pardon? Well, that's definitely a Vaishnava or any saintly person's quality, truthfulness. It's not one of the 6 qualities mentioned in this list. Two more.
Confidence.
That's there already mentioned. Asatsangatana, giving up the association of worldly-minded persons, not associating frivolously or intellectually with persons who are materially, absorbed, so to speak. Be sure, do what you have to do, but not overly. And the last one is performing the appropriate regulating activities of devotion service, sadhana bhakti. And then there are 6 activities of holy association. What are they? This is all from the Nectar of Instruction. This is directly from the Nectar of Instruction. Anyone? Yes?
Going to assembly of devotees? Going to an assembly of devotees?
Yes, it could be said like that, but a little bit more specific. Vidati, Pratiginati, Guyam, Yati, Prichiti.
Revealing your mind.
Revealing your mind in the association of devotees and
Giving and receiving.
pardon?
Giving and receiving gifts.
Well, regarding revealing your mind, what's the second one? Hearing some devotees. Hearing in the association. Giving and taking in the association of devotees. And what's your one? Giving and giving gifts and receiving gifts. Whatever that may be. Amen. And the last one, yes?
Accepting and offering food.
Yeah. Ordinary food? Anything?
Prasad.
No. Kentucky.
Vegetarian prasad.
Vegetarian prasad, okay. Huh?
Mahaprasad.
Mahaprasad, okay. Vegetarian Mahaprasad. Very good. So these are the 6 loving exchanges. Pretty purvakam exchange between devotees. So he's asking, please help me control my urges, purify me of the faults, bestow upon me the good qualities. Please give me these 6 kinds of holy association. Alone I do not find the strength to chant the holy name of Krishna. We may for a little while, but unless you're very advanced in spiritual life, it's not so easy, especially living in cities like Sydney, exactly the same as living in Vrindavan. It can be, but the environment, the atmosphere, the association tends to take our consciousness a little bit away from Krishna. So without the mercy and association of the Buddhas, it's sometimes very difficult to chant. Therefore we need temples, we need homes, we need all everywhere where people can come, associate, share, learn, chant, and become pure. Very important. So many, oases in the desert. Please be merciful. Bless me with a drop of faith in the holy name. Bestow upon me the treasure of the holy name. By the mercy of the pure devotees, we can really, you could say, get the association of the holy name. Anyone can chant, but to really get the pure association of Krishna in his form of Nama Rupa, then we have to get the mercy of the pure devotees who are chanting the holy name. When we hear the pure name in their lips, if our ears and hearts are open, it penetrates and cleanses our heart beyond the mental plane, right to the core, carefully and constantly chanting the holy name. All the anarthas, all the paruptas, aparuptas, all the accumulated results of our past activities, both now experienced and yet to be experienced, can be cleansed right down to the root. Right down to the root by hearing that pure sound of Krishna and cultivating the pure service of the holy name. Krishna is yours. You can give him to me, for such is your power. If you don't have something, how can we give it? Sometimes the Buddha says, can you please give me love of God? What are you supposed to say? If you don't have it, what are you going to do? You can direct someone to somebody who does. You can recommend something which may help them to develop it. You can't say it. You can't give something which is not yours. Ultimately it is ours, but we have to uncover it. It's in the heart of everyone to sit at Krishna brings such a Kavanai. Shravanadi Shrichiki Koriyuda is in everyone's heart. But by Shravanadi, by hearing and chanting, the heart becomes cleansed. It can be uncovered. It's not something you get from outside, it's already there. And by pure chanting, pure association, pure presence, then that heart consciousness becomes cleansed. The truth reveals itself naturally. And the ultimate pinnacle of truth is pure love of God. It reveals it naturally. This wretch, calls himself a wretch, is simply running behind you, crying out, Krishna, Krishna, eager, you want that mercy. So we'll sing the song. We've got enough songbooks for mobiles or whatever it is. At the back we have some access to this song or not? I don't know what you've all got. If you've got a mobile phone, you can find it as Oh Hey Vaishnava Thakur in the bhajans. If you haven't got it, huh?
Someone wants a book,
You have a spare book here. Please pass it around if anyone needs it. I see ladies sat there looking into outer space, hoping that the song is going to suddenly manifest in the sky. Or in the sky of the heart. Maybe someone can give them this one. That's someone I haven't sung this for a long time, if memory serves as well. The ladies over there don't seem to have any books, I don't know if they do. Oh, they do, okay. Okay, they got some, I think, electronic gadgets over there. Young man, you have something? You okay? Are you okay then? Are you okay? You got a book or something?
Everybody's got
You can get it.
Oh, just thank you.
Anyone at the back need one? One more copy. Everyone's got it? Okay. Share it if you have the chance, please. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, I don't know how many hundreds of songs he wrote, literally hundreds. Amazing person, as you may know. He had 10 or 12 children, at least 10 survived. Quite a large family. Simultaneously, he was the temple manager of the big temple in Puri, as well as being a chief magistrate in Puri, and with his family. And then he was writing constantly throughout the night. He would be writing books and songs. Any one of those would be more than any of us could handle, right? Imagine if you had 10 or 12 kids. It's not very common nowadays. Nothing in the previous generation. People had 15, 20, 25 children. It was a big deal. Even 100 years ago, 50 years ago, not such a big deal. Still there in Asia, here in other countries. Not so common in the West, very rare. Well, think of all the others. Oh hey, Vaishnava Doya Sarva Hey Nase Guna Kori Oh hey Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Hare. If anyone would like to ask any questions about anything to do with Krishna consciousness, preferably, don't ask me what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. You can go to Google Guru and ask those questions. Google Goswami will give you the answers. Any questions? Probably laughing now. Yes, Keshav. Question? You said you had some questions.
Oh, yeah. Different.
Okay.
Maharaj, like, when, like, we do book distribution, we give, like, a book to someone, what, like, type of, like, reaction will they get from, like, taking the book?
What reaction will you get?
What will they get? The
What
person?
reaction will they get? Lord Chaitanya's mission is to, for the masses, for everybody, is to share this Sankirtan, this congregational chanting of the holy names of the Lord, so that everyone can get this opportunity to awaken their dormant love of Godhead. It's the reasons the Lord has appeared to experience Krishna prema himself, because the love of Krishna, if you're Krishna, which we're not, but if we were Krishna, then you can't experience what it's like to love Krishna. You've got to be in the other person's boots, so to speak. So the Lord appears in this form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to experience the love of his devotees, the ecstasy they feel in his presence. What is it about Krishna that so much captivates their lives? So the reaction of somebody coming, Lord Chaitanya came for his two purposes: to spread this congregational chanting and to taste Krishna prema along with the congregational chanting. They go hand in hand. Congregational chanting is the Yuga Dharma means to awaken that Krishna prema, that love of God. If anyone takes a book on Sankirtan or wherever you want to call it, somehow they see one of these books, the result is that that's the result they're going to get. It's going to awaken. It may not be immediately. The reaction for that is that their material life has come to an end. Terrible reaction. I mean, what a curse on somebody. Give me your blessings, Swamiji. I bless you, your material life may come to an end. What? I bless you, you may not succeed in the material world. And Prabhupada was on a train one time. There was some very nice Indian gentleman came to see him. And they said, Swamiji, please give me your blessings. And Prabhupada was sat there with some of his sannyas disciples. He said, I bless you to become like them. No, Swamiji, please don't give that blessing. When Haridas Thakur was in prison, the great Acharya of the Holy Name, when the Muslim government put him in prison, he didn't care less, it's all the same. They put him in prison. And all the other prisoners, mostly Hindus at the time, in the prison house, they asked Haridas, please, oh saintly person, please bless us. Because they wanted blessing so they could get out of the prison. And he blessed them. He said, I bless you to remain exactly like you are now. Oh! And they thought, we're in prison. Oh no, what type of blessing is this? said, no, you don't misunderstand. Right now, because somehow or another in his presence, they were, something thinking of Krishna somewhat, and they weren't engaged in any sinful activity. They did something wrong, I suppose, and they got in prison. And so they said, now you stay like this without sin and remembering Krishna. I bless you like that. You will always remain Krishna conscious. Even when you get out of jail, you will maintain your Krishna conscious. So blessings of a devotee are always the greatest good fortune, although they may not be seen like that. May not be seen. When you give someone a book, it's a great blessing. What are you doing? You're giving the association of Krishna. You're giving them Prabhupada's association, right? Isn't it? Narada Muni. Narada Muni, I was just talking with Sri Prahlad Prabhu about how prominent Narada Muni is in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And how he's like the Parama Guru, he's the guru of almost all the great personalities in the Bhagavatam. Yudhishthira Maharaj, Prahlad, who else? Who can remember? Some of those who were taking Siksha or Diksha from Narada Muni in the Bhagavatam. Yes. Vyasadeva, the compiler of the Vedas, is a disciple of Narada. Who else? The whole Bhagavatam. Huh? Priyavrata. Okay, who else? Dhruva Maharaj. Who else? Huh?
King Cobra.
Pardon? The King Cobra is in the Bhagavatam. Yeah, he had a cobra, he had unlimited types of disciples eating cobras. Yes?
Prahlad Maharaj?
Pardon?
Prahlad.
Prahlad Maharaj, you most famous maybe, Prahlad Maharaj. So many, there's so many. Huh? Who? Can't hear. Who? Pardon? Maybe like Google was mentioned. Who else? Anyone else? There's so many more if you think about it carefully. So many. And it comes up with all the pastimes with Daksha, and this one and that one. Huh?
100 sons.
Pardon?
He initiates the 100 sons of Daksha.
Yeah, all the sons of Daksha, 10,000 Haryasvas and the Sarvasvas, whatever they call the 1,000 sons and the 10,000 sons, they all became his disciples. And countless living entities. He's just the guru of the universe, he really is the Jagadguru. And we're in the line from his disciple succession. But he goes everywhere to bless everyone. So when you distribute a book, you're giving all those blessings to people. The reaction is they get in the association of pure devotees and their hearts will change. Yes.
Maharaj, like, what will happen when someone will not accept the book?
When they don't accept the book, what will happen? Well, they still get blessings and benefits because they come into contact with Lord Chaitanya's movement. Even somebody, I'll tell you the story, maybe you've heard it before, I told it the other day in Brisbane, I think. And it's a true story in Moscow. One time in Moscow, I don't know if any of you have been to Moscow. It used to be called Moksha, which means liberation. Russia was Rishi, the original terms. There's a lot of saintly persons used to go there. Anyway, back to Moscow. There was this one man, and he was really an atheistic kind of a Russian gentleman. And he didn't like much the Hare Krishnas. He used to mock the devotees every time he'd see them. He'd make some gestures. You know, he'd see them in his lunch break when he would go to the restaurant or something, and he's chanting in Moscow. And it was going on for some time. He was quite negative. I'll tell you two stories, two good stories. This is a real true, they're both true. And then one day this man, he had a terrible accident. And he went into a coma. Car accident or something, motorbike, some accident. He went into a coma. And in the coma, suddenly he saw these horrific personalities coming to drag him out of his body. Then he found himself in this court. And there was just like this grandiose person was judging all these living entities there, what they'd done in their lives and so on. And then it came to his case, and they said, whoa. And the secretary said, who they were, Chitragupta, said to Yamaraj, this man is a very sinful atheist. He smoked, he drank, he was a womanizer, he was an offender, he was a gambler, meat eater. You know, he's a real sinful guy. He's really done a lot of sins here, it doesn't look very good. And he says, similar to, I don't know the story in many ways, he says, is there anything good in his chart? He said, let me look carefully, and he saw, oh, wait a minute. several occasions he saw the Harinam Sankirtan. Oh, he saw the Harinam Sankirtan. That's extraordinary, because that's beyond material piety. Bhakti Mukha Sukriti. It's not ordinary Sukriti, Bhakti Mukha is devotional piety. So Ramana said, okay, because he's not actually there, he's just giving a vision here in terms of, in a coma, some mercy came upon him. And then the person told the story when he came later on. And he said, then Yamuna said to him, all right, I won't punish you on one condition, he said. The condition is you go and join the Harinam Sankirtan. He came out of his coma and everything was as clear as day. After some days he came out and everything was clear. The vision, dream, whatever you call it, was as clear as day. He took that as, his instruction. He went to the temple. He thought his life had been saved. He went to the temple, he joined the temple and became a Buddhist guru. And he told the whole story to the Buddhist. And another story, this is an interesting one from London. When I joined the temple, we used to go every Sunday to a place called Portobello Road. And if you're from England, you may know Portobello Road. Have you heard of it? Yeah, it's a kind of a flea market type place. In those days it was like where a lot of young hippie alternates used to be. So we used to go every Sunday morning, and there was this one man, I don't know his original name, but he was very antagonistic. He really didn't like us. He would swear at us. We would try to take a detour, but he would find us and swear at us and curse, throw things. He had a Sunday stall, the market, some vegetables. And he used to throw things at us, rotten tomatoes and things like that, He'd swear at us here. Devil, you're worshipping the devil. He was a Christian, so-called. You're worshipping the devil. He'd go on, yay! He was really irritated. Anyway, this went on for some time. One week his wife happened to come to the market too, and she saw him go into a rage when we came. She was a real nice lady, pious kind of Christian lady. What are you doing? And they're worshipping the devil. She said, no, we're supposed to love the neighbor as thyself, whatever they are. She kind of preached to him. You can't do that. And she kind of calmed him down. You know, these people are really nasty people. Really nasty, sinful people. He was going like fuming. She said, no, how do you know? He said, you're a Christian, we can't behave like this. And she said, and she was really into it. She said, you have to apologize to them. And he was a little bit henpecked. And she dragged him, they found out where the temple was, she dragged him along to the temple to apologize. She said, you'll see what I'm like when you're there, you'll realize why I'm like this. And they got to the temple and the devotees received him so nicely. They knew who he was, and they all knew who he was. He was a common person on Harinam. And the devotees received him nicely and everything. And the wife was surprised to look at him. What are you talking about? Nice people. Nice people. You can't do this to them, All right, then, he said. Whatever they are, they're worshipping the devil, but I won't do it anymore. So he stopped throwing things at the devotees. The devotees started bringing him samosas and things like that on the weekend of his wife and so on. And gradually his heart softened. After a while, he started to give the devotees tomatoes. He would give them a box of tomatoes, a box of apples like that. And after a while, he and his wife started coming to the temple. This is early 72. And then in July 72, we got initiated together. Quite an interesting transformation. It came from a very negative interaction, you could say. Even negative interactions are unfortunate. There may be a little bit of, reaction in terms of they may suffer something, but that contact with devotional service somehow or another, with the holy name, the devotional service never goes in vain. If they touch the book or see the book, they get benefited. Understand? Not that we should leave it at that. Not that we should go out of our way to irritate people in the name of, we should contact Krishna. We should try everything we can to encourage them to be positive, but some people have a negative response. So but don't become negative in return. Remain humble, respectful, tolerant. Eventually, I've seen many times on Sankirtan, the person will go by in the morning, they're angry, get out the way, I'm not interested in this stuff. And then I've seen it, sometimes in the afternoon they come by in a different mood. What's it all about now? And they buy the book about 6 hours later. Because people are so affected by the modes of nature, they're not in control of their senses. They just don't know what they're doing. They're just running around blindly, following their senses and the objects around them. They get carried away by the modes of nature. You remain steady. Don't be disturbed. Any other question? Victor? Probably had your hand up. Yes,
Maharaj, like when you do a service, right, if it's in some way disturbing the other devotees or displeasing other devotees, how would Krishna relate that service or reciprocate that service?
you're doing a service that is disturbing the other
Or
devotees?
disturbing or displeasing other
Displeasing other devotees, yeah. Well, again, it depends on the mood. Now, if it's displeasing to other devotees, normally it will become evident. Normally it will become evident by one means another. And a sincere devotee will be repentant. He may, because of habitual behavior, have a difficulty, but he will sincerely request, help me to try to, to change my behavior or my attitude or whatever it is that's displeasing. And he'll be inquisitive to know, because if we displease the devotees, definitely Krishna is not pleased. However, because there is an element of desire or some endeavor to please Krishna or serve Krishna, that will also be given, I think, to account, you could say. And Krishna will definitely give you a chance to rectify that, pointing it out to you, that devotee, one way, directly or indirectly, that your service is very nice, you're rendering service, but the attitude is, inappropriate, or if the activity itself is inappropriate, I've pointed out. That's the mercy of Krishna. He sees it regenerates. Otherwise, you'll lose everything. You'll lose his enthusiasm and go away after a while. But if you're a little sincere, then Krishna will point it out. And if you're sincere, you will be happy to hear that. The opportunity to become more pleasing to Krishna. The barometer of pleasing Krishna is the devotees. How much the devotees are pleased. That's the barometer. The test whether it's actually, pleasing to Krishna. Whether the devotees are pleased, basically speaking, if they're pleased. So they'll point it out, or Krishna will point it out in another way. And then if you're sincere, you'll take that as being his mercy. If you're not sincere, when you're telling me like this is you, then obviously that's not going to be pleasing to Krishna. Even though you're doing something's still there, it's just you're going to go through a few knocks and bruises before you break up. If you're cleaning the floor, or you're trying to do something, just do books, whatever it is, you're doing it in a way which is irritating everyone. And if you're willing to take the remedial guidance to improve the attitude in which we serve, then you can advance nicely. We all make mistakes, we all do things which displease others sometimes. It's inevitable. We've got to be eager to hear that and to request help to rectify our approach, our attitude. And then this nice attitude we can advance, humility. I think it's time for arti, is that right, Mathis? Jai Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Ki Jai, Radha Ki Jai, thank you very much. Jai Radha Gopinath Ki Jai.